and welcome to Now That's Disney's Disney Night Live. It's Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we have a fun show with a special guest for you guys. Becky, Mike,
everyone.
Hi. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello. Should we bring in our special guest, everyone?
Yeah.
Excited?
I'm excited.
Right. Here he is.
Hey,
okay,
thank you guys. That opening, that was great. It was like really Bollywood.
Kid made that.
I like it.
Except I demand all new photos after your trip. All new pictures.
I like the
photos.
No, of me in the intro.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Kim put that
It's a good
together
opening.
a while ago.
And I like Mike's cup, I think. What is it, Mike Turner? That's great.
The Peter Pan one from our last trip.
I've never seen that.
That is
it's cool.
beautiful.
I'm a big Peter Pan fan, so
yeah,
I like that.
we picked it up a few weeks ago when we were there.
Mike will push kids over to get the Peter Pan if he needs to.
I will.
He'll make it happen.
Actual
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing.
Fact.
They're in your way.
Speaking of Peter Pan, I wish they would do to our ride what they do in like other Peter Pans. It needs a little love because our queue now is better than the ride, the effects.
Mm-hmm.
John, let me ask you a question that I've been floating to the audience for a while because we know the Hall of Presidents building is so big it houses both that and PhilharMagic with Peter Pan tucked in on the side.
Do you know I didn't know that PhilharMagic was the same building? I never put that together.
Oh, really? Yeah. So you've got these 3 attractions in this building, and this, let's just say one attraction is very outdated at this point, and social media is ruining it. Why don't we take that space and bring that brand new Peter Pan from Tokyo right into Magic Kingdom? Make it worth the 90-minute wait.
Well, they're never going to put Peter Pan in Liberty Square.
No, but use the building. Use the building.
Oh, that's true.
You still have the facade out front. You could maybe put a small thing in there, but that space for a giant Peter Pan attraction.
That would be cool. I don't think we could get rid of Hall of Presidents. People would just freak out because of
they would go nuts.
Just because they think it needs to be there when it really
Dude, people freak out during the show. It's no fun anymore.
Us Disney weirdos freak out about a lot of stuff.
I do like the American Adventure a lot more.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people think the American Adventure is the Hall of Presidents?
A lot.
We've never done either.
What?
Oh.
We've never done Hall of Presidents, and we barely ever go to the American Pavilion at Epcot.
You got to see it at least once, and every time they change the president, you got to see it once.
Dave, you're missing.
You can skip Canada, but don't skip.
Some of the best napping.
Hello to our Canadian viewers.
No offense, but it's very boring.
His mom's from Canada. So
Stan, stop watching now.
Okay, Mike's mommy.
Right?
Yeah, I love that. No, we have to definitely do it. And I have to see Voices of Liberty sing.
They're fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, we're let me just talk real quick. We're super excited. We've got John here. It's been a while since he's been on the show, but John's a friend of ours, and so many people know and love him. He's been doing this Disney thing for a long time, vlogging and whatnot.
I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what I'm doing. I just do a lot of things.
You're doing it well. I mean, you're the Big Fat Panda is you've been putting the vlogs out on bigfatpanda.com, which are great, and
thank you.
I like it because you're doing more talking than you know.
I'm trying. That new camera does a lot. Like I usually have like the SLR, the big one, like the Sony one, the expensive one, and it's very hard to put your face on and get your fat arm far enough away to get your face. But the new the new DJI, it's on a gimbal in itself. It's a little tiny thing, quality as good if not better than the $3,000 camera. So yeah, that's
and on its own, right? Like, doesn't it like
you hit the button 3 times, it just turns right around to you. It's great.
That's great. Yeah,
it's a great camera.
Yeah, a lot lighter on the arm. What's up, Becky?
How long have you been actually like vlogging? I actually went on your YouTube just the other day, and one of the ones that came up, it was like from 8 years ago, and I was like, wow, you've been doing this a long time.
Even longer than that.
And then I stopped for a while because I went to work for the Diz, and I think it ruins the YouTube a lot. So I'm hoping to see if I can get that back, but it's an uphill battle. Nobody watches YouTube like they used to. Well,
that's true.
Maybe. Sometimes.
Unless you're Mike. Then you live on it.
I live on YouTube.
I go on deep dive.
I'm months out. Don't tell me.
I do deep dives on YouTube.
I mean, it's so great. All the content is there. I mean, I watch, I was on the treadmill the other day and I watched a couple of your more recent vlogs. So it's a good way to catch up,
Thank you. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. I
love
your
episode.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, car family.
Hello, everybody in the audience tonight. I want to say thank you. I see, hey, Ron, what's up, man? My buddy from work. Thank you. Kim's got parent-teacher conferences by phone from home tonight. So, yeah. And she had a couple earlier and I think another one or two still. So,
Dave, I used to want to teach, but the thought of parent-teacher conferences made that a no vocation.
Yeah. Oh, I would think that would be the best time. That's when you get to tell the parents about their child, like the real good stuff. You got to do it gently, I think.
Gentle parenting back at the parenting.
Yeah, exactly. So Big Fat Panda is the main source for you, John? Is that where like people should go? BigFatPanda.com?
I've always had BigFatPanda.com go right to the YouTube channel so that it doesn't. You don't have to go through any fluff. So that's where it takes you right to YouTube, and the live videos are there, which is good, and the regular ones. I'm trying to put out more of the regular ones and see what sticks, what people want to see.
Yeah.
See, I use YouTube to look at other countries' rides and realize ours are not as good, and it makes me sad.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I realize
Tokyo.
that a lot.
Oh, the Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Just
like so much ahead of us. Uh-huh. And the Beauty and the Beast one, oh my God.
That's a weird ride, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
It's like
but
you're in
it's
this
so
room.
cool. I wouldn't pass it up.
Me either. I would want to see it big time. And the transformations of him at the end are great.
This is Donald Nicholson. Somebody touched him. Someone touched you on the American Experience. Oh, he was touched years ago.
Oh. Don should know better.
Yeah. I got to stand alongside. Yeah.
He definitely got the American Experience.
Yes. That's what it's all about. I also watched your live show last night with the Disney Underground. So that's also something that goes to your YouTube channel and BigFatPanda.com, right? So
that's been the most fun. I got to say that group, Gene, Sammy, Corinne, myself, that group is fun. And I don't they take most of the work away from me and curate the news. And I'm like, okay, just tell me about it.
Yeah.
And, I like it. I enjoy it.
Yeah. You guys all have good chemistry. It's a fun show.
It is. And they really are genuinely friends, which is good.
Yeah. It's doing good. I mean, I see a lot of people watching it, so that's good. And hopefully that translates over to, people then, if they don't know about you, then they head over to the channel or whatnot. But
I wish there was a way to email all the YouTube people and be like, please ring the bell. Because some of them don't know you're there and you'll never be able to talk to them ever.
Yeah, I know.
I wish just once a year, give us a way to email everybody a message.
Do a blast. Hi, Lacey. Lacey Perkins is watching.
Oh,
hello
Lacey.
to you.
I love Lacey.
A belated congratulations on the baby. I don't think I've seen her come on here in a bit. So hello. Let's see what else. Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about real quick? I don't want to forget our sponsor. That's where I was in my head. Our sponsor, DMagicWorld.com, is a 24/7 streaming Disney channel. And so I make it a point that every Wednesday when I'm at work, I definitely listen to D-Magic World because I'd like to let, viewers know what I got to hear today. So I thought it was really cool. There was good stuff. They were doing the Art of Animation resort music, which they have like all Disney songs, but they change it up. So I heard like Go On Kiss the Girl, but it was like a boppier version. And a Lion King song that's changed up, almost like you might hear at like the Polynesian store, the music they play. I got to hear Living with the Land, the whole entire attraction, which was fun. So
Speaking of which, did you hear that the old soundtrack from 1980 is back? Jay, do we know why?
We don't.
I'm happy, but is it a mistake?
I don't know.
It came back, and then it came back.
Okay,
it came back.
We're living with the land.
Yeah,
it needs to be permanent.
Yeah. Well, here's another weird thing. Living with the Land, I was maybe 12 years old, and they played E.T. in there, which makes no sense because it's Universal.
Yeah.
But I remember in the Living with the Land, I'd hit and I'm like, all right, that's weird. But I'm assuming that's back also if it's the old soundtrack.
Maybe it's a sign of the pan flute.
I don't know. Maybe it's a sign of things to come with the Imagination Pavilion.
I hope so. That is the one pavilion I just walk on by every time now.
Listen, I still go on the ride, and I still cannot believe when I go into the room with the eye chart.
Yeah,
I'm like, wait, there's a big animatronic here. Something. Well, FIGMENT, you can do most. Really? That's it? That ride is so.
I really try, but I
try so hard to
give Yellow Shoes an extra click on that ride.
Yellow Shoes. I've only done Figment once, and I kind of dug it. Colton will never go on again because of the skunk spray.
Now you know what you should do. Tell Colton it's actually coffee smell.
Yeah.
And once you know what it is, it's no longer offensive because you go, oh, I wish I had Starbucks.
Yeah. It'll probably be like
Mm-hmm.
anyway. I want to say
Rowan doesn't like it because of the big horn. It bothers him the entire time. He waits for it. The horn at the end, the hearing part.
Yeah.
But they didn't have it. They didn't have it the last time.
When we just went last month, they didn't have the horn. He was sat there the entire time like this in anticipation, waiting for it. He was like nervous.
It's like a train horn.
Yeah. I think they still do it. I don't like that either.
No, nobody does. Well, I don't know, Panda, if you know that my son's autistic too, so he's him and Colton are very similar. So I wasn't. I don't know. It might have been a sensory thing for him, but he really remembered. He remembered that, and he was like, "I don't like this ride."
It obviously scared him, and it's in his head now.
Yeah. But they didn't do it last time. It was like a train.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is the ride becoming like Splash Mountain was in its final years, where they're just letting things fall apart, the peel paint
So
off the wall?
I thought that, but here's the weirdest thing. There is a dumb effect in there of a water cooler on the ceiling, and it bubbles, makes a bubble. After 8 years, they repaired that. So it makes no sense.
Hey, at least they repaired it before the Yeti was fixed.
The only thing that's going to fix that ride at this point is a wrecking ball.
They need to just do it. Do you remember? Does anybody here? I do. I remember the old Yeti, and it was amazing. I ducked every time because it looked like it was coming to get you. It was awesome.
It's a huge loss. It
is.
They need to tear it apart into sections, and maybe I'm not an Imagineer, but can each individual section do a thing?
What a wonderful campaign that would be for them to revitalize. Come and see the new. We fixed the Yeti. Yeah. He's now madder at you than ever. Come and see. It would the line for that attraction would be through the roof again.
It was a brilliant effect, and it changes that whole ride.
And now Joe Rohde's being inducted into the D23 Disney Legends.
Yes, I saw that.
Now's the time to fix it, even though Joe's not really there.
I was saying, isn't he off making spaceships now?
Is that what he's doing for SpaceX?
I thought he was over there.
Could be. I don't know. Every time I see him and I see his ear, I go, "Ow!
Wow, my God, that's a big hole."
It looks like it hurts.
I know. Hello to everybody again tuning in. I want to say hello to Corner Coach Boxing. Colton's boxing coach is tuning in on Instagram Live. Nice. I see him over here, Coach Mark. He's doing a great job with Colton, except for yesterday, Mark. I'm sorry, Colton was a little low in energy towards the warm up definitely wore him out, and by that he had no energy left. So, hello to you and hello to everybody. We're just chatting some Disney with John Saccheri, BigFatPanda.com, also of Disney Underground, which again is a nice fun show every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
If it's Taco Tuesday, it has to be Disney Underground.
It has to be
I'm trying to make that a thing. I don't think it's taken off yet. Though.
Okay, you just stuck that in my head forever. Good. When I hear Taco Tuesday, I'm going to think Disney Underground now.
Guys should have tacos during the show. Yeah.
They just opened a Taco Bell by me. It is dangerous, by the way, because it's some of the best Mexican food in the entire world, and I don't know why.
I love Taco Bell.
I'm telling you, there is nothing like a burrito from Taco Bell. You can take me to $1 million restaurant. No.
Okay, John, I see your Taco Bell, but I raise you Del Taco.
I've never tried it. Is it good? Is there one? Is there one here?
There's like 3. There's one by Millennia, one by Volcano Bay.
I didn't know that.
You're gonna like it so much better.
All right, why don't we take a trip one day to Del Taco?
Chris says gross, but
there used to be one up here, I believe.
Was there?
Yeah. I thought so.
Was there?
I never had it.
I will tacos at Taco Bell.
Right?
Yeah.
There's so something about even their beans. I don't know why. I like it all. Yeah. And honestly, all they have is 4 ingredients and they make 1,000 products with it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do like Taco Bell, and whenever we're talking about ordering fast food, that's my pick, and I always get shot down.
If they
I love Taco Bell.
I'm sorry.
If back to the Taco Bell menu, I'd be in.
And their app is crazy, by the way. They want to give you so many rewards. It's like, calm down. I can't eat another burrito right now. Just calm down.
Stop. I don't want a free burrito.
It's getting scary, yeah.
That's hilarious. I'm looking at all the comments on my phone, too, so I can see who's typing what here.
Let me breathe, you know?
Yeah.
No, Kim, don't diss Taco Bell, Kim.
Kim, you got to let me have Taco Bell once in a while. I mean, guys got to eat.
I think it's a SoCal thing because we had the option between Taco Bell and Del Taco. And Taco
No,
Bell
everybody says
high school. What's
Del
that?
Taco's better. Everybody says Del Taco.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know we had any.
Okay. Text me after the show.
You guys would be there by like 9:30.
We're gonna text you guys at like midnight.
Well, because Jay's a local. I don't know if you know. Jay's
I may say it a lot these days. I'm very
are the Blend cows in Canada?
No, we're not in Canada.
Where are you guys? Where are you?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. Yeah. About Canada. You could have just said yes.
It's about,
right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Pennsylvania, Quebec, it's the same.
Jimmy Horn of the Disney Nerds. What's going on, Jimmy Horn? How are you?
Jimmy Horn. Oh, forget him.
Love Jimmy Horn.
He's scary, Jimmy Horn.
Oh, no.
And we're all pronouncing the last name right. The E is not silent. So
it's not Jimmy Horn.
Jimmy Horny. Horny.
Corner Coach Boxing says Taco Bell has the Cheez-It Crunch Wrap Supreme now. A Cheez-It Crunch Wrap Supreme. Did you need any more cheese on your Crunch Wrap?
Maybe.
Of course.
Yeah.
Where's that? Taco Bell?
Taco Bell, yeah.
Ooh.
Why did they get rid of the nacho fries? What's going on with that?
I don't know if I could do this conversation.
Back in like 4 months.
I'm going to be so hungry.
Somehow we went into Taco
I love that this episode's about fast food.
Yeah.
Well, I'm disappointed. When I watch a lot of the vlogs on Disneyland and seeing the food.
So he tries to hurt me all the time. He's very hurtful.
He's not pointing up. I thought he was pointing up.
I don't know. He's a hurtful man.
I don't think so.
They're not 3 number ones?
Yeah, he's not pointing. Yeah, he's saying John is 111.
You know what's terrible though is his wife is so beautiful and lovely. And I don't know why she did that with him. Why she married that man.
Have you guys ever seen some of the things that go back and forth in post with John and Jimmy? They're hilarious.
Hold on, Jimmy's calling me. Hold on. Hey, Jimmy. Yeah. I'm telling you, go to the doctor and get the prescription and your wife will be happier. Yeah. It happens to some men when they get to be 50. Not me, but no, good luck. Okay. Yeah, and is the rash gone? The rash too? Use the ointment. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Text long to 4242 for a free bottle. He says you're number
this
one.
This show took a turn.
It sure did. It really did.
And now I have that audio forever and ever.
You would think they were brothers the way they get. It's like what my brothers and I did when we were younger. We just kind of went at it with each other.
Look, see, he gave up. I got so bad he couldn't do it. He gave up. He said, "Now I'm number one." So now I'll be nice to him. Now I'll be nice to him.
Subscribe to the channel. Food, Disneyland. I've never been there, but the food looks 100 times better than
food is better. I had a freaking grilled cheese and tomato from Jay. I don't know who's familiar with Disneyland. I don't know if it was the Carnation Place or wherever they had grilled cheese and tomato soup, it was outrageous.
I transplanted from Disneyland to Disney World, and that is the one huge disappointment next to Pirates is the food here.
Right. Well,
Pirates there is so much better than ours. Just the beginning with the firefly. Okay, listen, I didn't want to like Disneyland. I walked in, I saw their crappy castle, and I was happy. It was my castle. It's crappy. The castle's crappy, but it's okay. It's an icon, a crappy icon. But Disneyland itself was better in a lot of ways to our Magic Kingdom. Just walking around, I bumped into somebody, went, excuse me, and she went, oh, but of course. And it was like Mary Poppins is right there walking with you on Main Street. Alice in Wonderland is walking around. There's no line to see them. Their Fantasyland still had all the little details. The witch, the Wicked Queen looking out from the window, the well that sings Snow White, and then Mr. Toad is there. And I think for a second I cried. I was like, there's so much in their Fantasyland.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to go before. Now I really want to go.
Mm-hmm. And Jay, the kids in the cages was awesome. I couldn't believe they did that.
That's my favorite,
There was children in jail being taken around the park, and they're trying to get out of the jail. It's pretty crazy. It's a train they have.
The Casey Jr. Yeah.
But it looks like children being tortured. It does.
It's hilarious. Yeah. If you look at it from the right angle, it looks like a little prison for kids.
And before they went in the tunnel, I yelled, "They're going to turn you into donkeys!" And the little girl went, "Ah!"
Cried the whole 90-second ride.
My big ass almost fell out of the boat though. There's one little boat ride where you look at little miniatures, and if you tip a little bit, you can tip that boat over. I had some power there.
I almost once capsized a small world boat with just me and a friend. Those things were not weighted right.
No, there was a lady screaming in the front, and if I just did a little, she would have went right off.
Should have sent her off. Well, so were you on a couple of years ago, John? Was it Chris Alardi you were on Haunted Mansion with? And you said when it turned backwards and tilted, the two of you in.
Oh, me and Chris, we almost hit the people behind us. I think if there's only one bolt holding that together, it's a good bolt. Yeah. Because if me and Chris Alardi would have went back, they would have added those next two people. They would have had 1,001 in that Haunted Mansion.
More goes. I definitely want to eat at Bengal Barbecue when we do get to Disneyland. I want to try the Bengal Barbecue there.
Bengal Barbecue is get the pineapple one. Get the pineapple one.
There's a pineapple barbecue?
Skewer and Adventureland.
Yeah.
And they're all great. Get the pineapple with the green pepper and
yeah. I'm gonna look at their menu.
I can't take the show. We went from Taco Bell to pineapple, grilled pineapples, my jam.
They have the Monte Cristo sandwich there.
The airport. Really famous. They don't anymore. And they don't. It's gone. And I'm in huge protest of this.
That's stupid. I don't understand why.
They wiped it. They took it off Blue Bayou. They took it to French Market, and now that it's Tiana's, it is gone. And you can't get a Monte Cristo in Disney.
It's like taking that burger out of the Brown Derby. Like there's no, reason to do these things. Right. Why it's so good.
Those things in my lifetime. It's an addiction.
There's signature items,
Right. And they're good. So stop taking them off of the menu. I don't have to yell at anybody.
Monte Cristo with the Disneyland mint julep. There's lunch. There's the day.
That's what everybody says, yeah.
Let's see. Seasonal offerings. Asian inspired.
I do have to go back to Disneyland. I need to do a Disneyland trip.
Yeah. I said a while ago, and Kim and Colton were like, no. And then I brought it up again. They're like, we never said no. And I'm like, I would have planned a trip already to Disneyland. Like
the scary thing is admitting how much you like it. And I mean, knowing that Disney World is where I am, where I live. So I gotta pull it back in.
I kind of think of it as two totally different experiences. Like one is a theme park in a city and one is a city.
That's absolutely true. It is a completely different thing. Yeah. But you know what's weird, Jay? And I need you to tell me this. I don't even want to make the statement because I'm going to be wrong. I felt like their Main Street was wider at Disneyland. Is it just in my head?
Wider and shorter?
I think it's just in your head. It
could be. It could be in my head. Well, I know that it's cobblestones as opposed to ours being cement, which I like their.
Every time I come to our main street now, I walk in, I'm like, this is twice the size. This is
okay.
Long,
it could be just
high. So maybe it's my perspective where it's not so much wide. It's so big all of a sudden.
I mean, the first time I was in Disneyland, which I was only there twice, the first time I was there was like 7 or 8 years ago. And I remember it was so familiar, yet so different. Becky, you've been to Disneyland?
No.
Oh, okay.
Never.
And Mike either, no? When you walk in, you're like, okay, it's Main Street. That's a new building, and the castle looks different, and there's a mountain next to the castle. What is going? It's so weird.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's kind of like the only way we're ever going to get to experience an alternate reality, where everything's the same but different.
And even though it's smaller, it's just condensed in a beautiful way. Like over by Pirates and I couldn't believe they're pirates. Our ride starts like 15 minutes into their ride.
Yeah. I can skip our Pirates if the wait is more than 30 minutes. I'll just walk by because 30 minutes means 10.
So I love Pirates.
Pirates is one of my favorite rides.
I know, me too. Yeah, I have to do it several times a trip, but
we do as well.
It'll ruin Pirates here for you.
You know, it's funny. I keep saying like, go ahead.
No, I was going to say their restaurant in Pirates is just so nice. It's kind of like our Mexico pavilion, but more so. It's better.
Oh, they have a restaurant in it?
Yeah. So when you're in the boats, you could see people dining in the restaurant.
Now, this is another thing that I'm raging about because lunch there used to be $10, then it was $13, then it was $15. You didn't need a reservation. You could walk up any time of day. Now you have to have an ADR, and lunch is $50 per person.
50? Oh, that's a big jump.
Yeah, I think that's. And John, I want to talk to you about this on something because for me, like it's a Disney World right now. Disneyland has kind of jumped the shark in a lot of ways. And I think it's different.
A $50 lunch is. I don't like that. That's beyond me. Unless it's
it's an experience now. Where it was a restaurant, you could just go have a great time. Now it's like a lot of Disneyland where it's being closed off to other people.
I'll walk in, sit in the corner on the floor, and open up an Uncrustable.
You can't get rid of me.
No, because you can't bring food into Disneyland.
Disney. Oh,
really?
Not like Disney World? Oh,
watch me. They're not going to check me for Uncrustables.
I was going to say I'll have a couple bags of Skittles jelly beans shoved in my shorts.
I'm telling you.
Don't tell that to Colton.
Colton will delete all your Skittles. Go to Bengal Barbecue. You can get a Banyan beef skewer for $6.99. They have a chicken skewer for $6.49. Pork belly skewer $7.99.
That's not bad.
Did you imagine that? Yeah, and they're all like
our cheeseburger spring rolls. I think are $11 for two.
Yeah, they've gone up.
They are delicious though. I have to tell you.
That's one item I won't share. They're just those are two.
Yeah, and the sauce, the dipping, whatever it is.
That sauce is really good.
I could have that as dinner. Give me two orders.
Yeah, I wonder what the second one is going to be because they always have a
I think we've done that.
Sometimes they do like a pizza one, like a pepperoni one.
When we were just there, it was pepperoni pizza and cheeseburger.
Oh, yeah? It'll probably be the same.
The one before that was pastrami.
How was that?
I don't like pastrami, so I didn't even bother trying.
I don't think I do either.
Man, I love pastrami.
Me too.
How about corned beef?
One of the trips, it was the spring rolls were awful, and then this past time, I thought they were good. It was just weird. I don't know if they had sat out for a while or what the deal was, but they were just they just didn't have that
in the Disney heat. God only knows what could happen in there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Although that line is always long, I can't imagine it sitting for an hour before being sold.
I don't think I would, Kim, and I don't know why.
John,
it looks icky.
No seafood, no
it's
pastrami.
Really tasty.
Yeah, I love pastrami. Go to the delis in New York.
Now, if you guys are going to go to Disneyland, we're talking about food, you have to go at Christmas time when they have the fresh, hot tamales on Main Street.
Oh,
that's dinner. That is, I used to go.
They would never do that here.
No.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand, too. Like, the desserts look better.
Candy canes made on Main Street.
Yeah, you see, like, when they have, like, they bring special items out for different holidays and stuff. Theirs always looks better than ours. Like, I don't get why Disney World can't get it to get, like,
Disneyland
if they have a good food person there, bring them here.
Disneyland food is for locals and annual pass holders. Disney World food is for tourists that we're going to one and done and shuffle them out.
Yeah, I think California knows they have to do a little better.
Yeah.
And we, our people here, people just have to stop buying stuff if it's not good, and we don't. We do it.
Yeah, that's the problem. We just keep rewarding.
Supply and demand is it.
Yeah.
The minute you hurt Disney's pocketbook, same thing with all of my complaints about Disney. The minute their pocketbook hurts, they will wake up. And I even think the same with this whole Epic Universe thing, that Disney, the giant, will wake up. I don't know when. I wish it was sooner than later, based on how long things take to get constructed. But I do believe they are going to wake up.
In terms of, do you think, instead of just talking about these different lands they want to build, like building them, or do you think that would turn into a fifth gate or just additional spaces in the park?
I feel like we're going to get a lot of additional expansions rather than a fifth gate, which in a way is okay because they're not maintaining what they've got that well.
Right.
But isn't that what we need here? We really need to expand what we have. I mean, studios, there's no excuse for it not to have 10 more rides and a land for kids.
I agree. Well, even when I see like some of their plans for Animal Kingdom, I'm like, okay, you want to turn this section into a Moana section, but it seems like too little. It's not big enough. If instead of doing 5 IPs in one little spot, just make one big land like a Zootopia or something.
Yes.
I mean, Zootopia would fit into Animal Kingdom, but no, they want to put Indiana Jones, which I don't understand.
Yeah,
how is Zootopia?
My biggest pet peeve is taking the lands. Like I don't know, maybe it's an OCD thing for me, but like if it's Magic Kingdom, I can see there being a lot of character things that can be more diverse because there's more kind of diversity in that land. But like Animal Kingdom should be related to animals of some sort.
Yeah.
Theming is getting thrown out the window left and right.
It is.
And where's Jungle Book?
Yeah.
Where's the Jungle Book? That movie's been out forever.
Yeah, the Tree of Life is getting Zootopia. They told me all about the roots and the bugs and how is that Zootopia?
Yeah,
Moana, I don't think it fits. It is beautiful, but I don't think it fits in Epcot. I don't see anybody even going anymore. It's like it's there.
Oh, to the journey, water.
Yeah,
this is also part of
we skipped
problems because we're putting Moana everywhere. It has like 6 billion hours watched on Disney Plus.
It needs a good e-ticket thing.
Right. Not spread it out everywhere.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that they're taking this Dino Land and making it different things. It should be a one thing, a themed land.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
Have you seen the Zootopia in Shanghai? I'm like the puppets popping out of the windows make it alive. The ride I think is fantastic. The big ride.
Yeah.
There's so many little that land to me should go right into Animal Kingdom just as is. I'd be thrilled with it.
And there's no reason not to do it.
It's not like it's in Disneyland. I'm not going to Shanghai.
There's several perfect plots just waiting for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted the an Ewok village and
you take that back. You take Ewok back.
I wanted it in that land.
An Ewok village would be cool.
Yeah, Ewok
that
village
would be awesome.
Can I get a giant tree?
Right,
up in the trees with all the rope bridges.
And the music is job jibo be job be job jibo be job be job be ba.
Yeah, and we would have parties like they could do like every hour where they come out and dance, and that music would play.
Yeah, and they could have a floating C-3PO going around.
Yep.
And then they get. And
they could put Becky on the spit over the fire and
roast her.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody stopped on me.
Are we moving?
We hear you.
Hold on. Is everybody still here?
Yep, we're here.
Okay, hold on. Let me check my speed. Could be me. I don't think it is.
I think I'm the only one in the world who does not genuinely like the Ewoks.
Really? How do you not like Ewoks?
I was 7 when Jedi came out, and a bunch of teddy bears rolled up and ruined the film, killed the Empire, and I was like, I'm done.
I'm out of here.
Empire.
I love the Ewoks.
No Jedi.
Sorry, the dog's barking upstairs because we're getting a delivery. I wanted to incorporate like the Wookiees too. Again, it's all conservation. It fits into Animal Kingdom theme, but I don't like this whole mismatch thing they're doing in that area. I don't like it.
It's just more of the laziness that we've gotten used to.
What about 1900 Park Fair? Why are the characters not fitting with the scene? Lady Tremaine and her sisters were great.
Mm-hmm. I love Tiana, but why is she in a Victorian setting?
I don't know. And Aladdin and what's her name? Peter Pan, I think. Is it Peter Pan? No. Aladdin? Cinderella? She can fit in the Victorian thing. I don't get it.
I don't understand it either. It seems like we're just getting the bad ideas from the pile. Not really understanding it.
Well, it feels very creatively bankrupt in a lot of ways now. It's just, okay, we are data mining people. We're watching what your patterns are in the parks, what you're spending, what you're watching. Or we're just going to cater to these certain numbers of things now.
Right.
Yeah, right. I did think Guardians was added to Epcot in a great way. The fact that it was a pavilion from their planet, I was like, they tried. Now it just seems like they just said, screw it.
It's funny because after a couple of rides, it dawns on you that, wait a minute, I'm in a fake pavilion that used to be a real pavilion that's trying to sell itself off as a real pavilion. And every time
there's a lot going.
Yeah,
there's a lot happening there.
And now someone yells alcoholic at Terry Crews every time.
You got to tell me when I'm on. I think that's so funny. Every time I feel awkward, like cringeworthy.
Yeah. Oh no. What do you think about Tron, John? Do you like Tron? Do you like that?
I actually love Tron. I think it's over too fast. It doesn't do for me what Guardians does. I come off of Guardians thinking it was fantastic. Tron I thought was good. It's just fast and it's hard to get on. I have to, with the virtual queue, and I wish it would come back to regular queue.
It needs it.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, we did it one time last year. Colton said never again. He didn't like the launch.
Really? The launch scared me. The launch was so fast. I was like, I thought, is it going to slow down? But I still would do it again. But I'm surprised Colton got scared. I think he'll try it again, though.
I have to talk him into it.
I'm saying his first launch, my first thought was, I'm going to die.
That's exactly what I thought. I'm done.
But I'm on a ride. I like it, and I like it at night. I think it's very colorful. But again, we got something that already existed somewhere else. So,
it was cool the last time we went. It was like perfect timing. We went in, it was light, but you're in a queue for quite a while, even with a virtual queue, and boarding pass. And when we came out, it was dark. So we got to see it during the day, and then at night it was, where we walked right underneath and it was all lit up. Really cool.
I love that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, transition.
Becky, were you in the queue, the long queue waiting? Did you notice how dirty Tron has gotten in a year?
Yes, I couldn't believe it. I was like, it's like they didn't. I don't know. It's the fastest ride to get dirty that I've ever seen. Yeah. Like I couldn't believe it. It doesn't look new. It doesn't look like a new ride.
Rusty. I mean, again with this. Come on, Disney, get it together. There's no reason you shouldn't be power washing this every single night.
Yeah.
Right. John, are you still hearing us?
He says he hears every other word.
Oh, you're back now. I heard that.
Cool.
I'm sorry. It's not happening to anybody else, just me?
Yeah, no, we're
okay. Huh? It's good now. Now you're all good. I don't know what.
Cool.
Yeah, you didn't freeze on our end at all.
That's weird. Okay. I heard Becky going,
That's all I hear. How I talk. That's all I hear also.
I was just about to say that.
Mike, that's terrible.
That's all I hear every other word.
Family friendly show, people. Family friendly show. Keep that G rating on this.
Kind of What John, what do you want to see come to the Disney World parks the most? Like what would you like to see?
I really love Zootopia, and I wish that we'd get that ride, but I don't think we will. I'm hearing that we're supposed to get Indiana Jones where Dinosaur is, but somebody said it's a different story. So maybe they will incorporate animals into it. I don't know. Snakes, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I really would like to see just more cutting edge stuff. Like dark rides that really make you go, wow, like the Jurassic Park World ride in Shanghai where the dinosaur actually runs after the vehicle.
Right. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, it's a cool effect.
It's amazing. Right. Do you know what I'm talking about? The whole turntable thing? I think I know Jay probably does.
Yeah. A dinosaur is on it literally chases your vehicle, just like in the film.
Oh man.
It does. It's on the dinosaur itself is on a turntable.
Yeah.
But the animatronic is moving and going while they're backing your car up at the same rate that he's coming at you. And by the time you turn around, it then connects to another vehicle and just does the same thing over and over. But it's such a great effect.
John, let me ask you, and this goes for some of the cool stuff at Universal Studios overseas as well. I look at Disney's Fantasy Springs, and I'm like, okay, I see 4 rides in one area going to get cut up, brought to the West Coast, and placed in different sections of Magic Kingdom or wherever. Do you see that as well?
Yeah, that would be. I don't know if we would mind that if there were good attractions.
Because when I look at Tron, you look at Tron and the way it fits in with Space Mountain so perfectly, you go, okay, they designed it for Florida, put it in Shanghai, and then brought it here. What's the contract was up? So are we looking at where they're just making it there and bringing everything here once it's done?
I hope they don't do that too often because a lot of those rides, even with our Tron, the bigger seats are the back, the back row was where you could sit normally. They only had out of the 4 vehicles, there was 2 cars with that. America's different. You had a line of fat people waiting to get on. And they were like, why does only 2 vehicles have this special seat? So I don't know if they can do a cut and paste of everything from over there, but
they need to take certain things into an account. I wonder if they could kind of mimic Tokyo Disney Sea, but you need a lot of space for that because that just looks amazing to me. I mean, it's beautiful looking when I see the vlogs of it. I'd love to see it in person. That's a lot of space and it's surrounded by water, so I'm not sure where that kind of fits into Disney World.
Well, they built all the good ones, so I mean,
yeah, they could build another.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, I mean, they're Disney; they can do anything they want. It's just about doing it, spending the money, and
I missed. Remember the proposed theater that was supposed to go on the 2nd Street of Main Street?
Oh yeah.
They still use that 2nd Street now. It's just they try to make it not look like backstage, but it is. I really wish that would return and get made up because that whole street would help, and that theater would be a great way to showcase shows and suck up people. It would be great.
They use that like an overload right now, right? Like if the parks are busy or you're coming out at night or something, they've taken us out through there. But
or for a party entrance or something. Yeah.
Okay.
But they have that in Paris, and it's beautiful. The arcades on either side of Main Street where you can just book it to and from. They're beautifully themed. They get a lot of guest flow. So why can't we have that here? Why do we have to look at backstage with a couple shingles to go? It's not really backstage.
I think we just accept it. We accept being the stepchildren. I don't know why.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, right?
Come on, Epic Universe, fix Disney for us.
It has to eventually. If they want to stay on top, they have to fix it. They have to. I just don't know when. I'm kind of shocked at some of the decisions, though. I really am.
Epic Universe is slated to open summer 2025?
Summer 2025, yeah.
Okay.
Which could mean what? April 2025 for all we know.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's running.
John, I figure you and I are going to be in there as soon as it opens for some kind of preview.
I need to see something.
So some Del Taco and then Universal Epic Universe.
And Del Taco is down the street from. You can literally look at it, Volcano Bay and just eat your Del Taco. It's perfect. I've done it. I sat at the window and been like, "Yeah,
I've done it.
I'm a local." That's our next T-shirt.
Yeah, I've never had it. Maybe when we're there, I don't know. When we get in next week, we're gonna have to make some plans to meet up with John and I think
I'm gonna try to get to Space 220 with you if I can.
Yeah.
Have you been? Have you been?
No.
Oh, I like it a lot.
Yeah, I've heard some bad things, but then I've also seen some good things. So I think that's what
the food for me has always been pretty good. Yeah. It's a really good burger, and they have the fried cauliflower is awesome, and the trip up and down is just fun.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's something different.
Colton's gonna love it.
Can you get a burger for dinner, or is that only on the lunch menu?
Wow, I don't know. I hope it's for dinner too. I've only been for lunch now that I think about it. When are you going, Dave? What time? Is it lunch or dinner?
It's definitely a dinner. It's around a 5-ish thing.
Okay, I got to check that.
Because we had reservations for it and it was later, and we looked at the menu and there was nothing on it that I thought that I would like. And to spend what you're paying for that fixed menu for not liking the food. Right. Now, if they had a burger on it, I would have been like, okay, that I can try. You know what I mean?
Burger was, I'm with you.
Becky, did they give you the option to sit at the bar and not make a reservation? Because that's where I go. You can get the same food and not have to pay the prefix price and not have to do the whole
right.
So my brother, I think I told you this before, it reminds me a lot of you, Jay, actually. He's really into Doctor Who and he loves that kind of like sci-fi stuff. Yeah. And so he actually chose that restaurant for all of us to go. And because I had told him when it first came out, I was telling him, there's this new restaurant, you're going to lose your mind on it. And I think, wasn't it delayed because of COVID or something? It was delayed for a while. I don't remember what the reason was, but it was like a late opening and we missed it the time before. So when we went this time, I was like, we're getting the reservation. And we got the reservation, and the day of, we were looking, like I said, I was looking at the menu and I was like, gosh, it's so expensive for something I don't like. And you guys know, like 2 years ago, I had gastric bypass, so I can eat like this much to begin with. So every time I order something, it's got to be good because I'm spending a lot more money for a very little food that I can eat. So to not have any choice whatsoever, I was like, but I gave it.
No, yeah, David, what do you see for choices for dinner?
So they have a short rib, a pork chop. They've got a chicken dish, swordfish, salmon, pad thai, and filet mignon.
All right, filet mignon or chicken, but I'm scared of the price of dinner. I'm probably not going to see you anymore.
$55, it says.
Del Taco.
That's not $55. Is not horrible for dinner.
And
for lunch, yeah.
They call it liftoffs. Their appetizers sound a lot better. They have a burrata. They have a calamari, a galamad. They got the cauliflower. There's a beet salad. I love beets. Yes. They got a Wagyu beef carpaccio. So they've got some options there. So
you don't see fried cauliflower in these restaurants a lot. So that was good for me that somebody had.
Yeah, I'd eat that, but nobody else in my family likes cauliflower.
Really?
I did for lunch, Kim. I got to see about dinner. I wanted the burger, but it's not for dinner.
I don't know. Can we have a 15-year-old? But we could paint a mustache on him. He's pretty big. He's older than me now.
Just give those handlebar mustaches.
I know, and you're teaching him boxing. I don't think you thought this out.
It's not good. It's not good because when he has his one-on-ones on Tuesday and in between his breaks, he comes over and he'll just like jab me in the stomach or something. And the coach laughs. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's great.
That's hilarious, right?
Yeah. He's just like, boink. I'm like, oh, awesome.
David, why do you have a black eye? No Skittles.
My son.
No Skittles.
Mm-hmm. Well, we could always change it and go somewhere else. I mean, there's so many.
No. It probably is good.
Yeah. But I think there's a lobster roll at the bar that you can get that you can't get, at the tables, which is silly. We definitely need to make some plans and see John, and we need to see. Well, Jay is there now that he's a local, right? Jay,
local. Don and Marie.
Don, I think, is blacked out as well with his annual pass. Don and Marie. Yeah.
Oh, until April 6th or 7th, yeah.
Yeah, I'm out till the 8th.
Right.
Till the 8th.
So we'll have to figure it out. But Don was trying to meet up with, I think, Steakhouse 71 maybe for dinner.
Okay, I might change and do that one with you.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at Magic Kingdom that day, and then we can head back and do some Steakhouse 71. We're excited. We're staying at Bay Lake Tower this year, so we have that. We really enjoyed that.
We know, Chris. We know.
Resort. What did he say? I'm here too. Oh yeah, Chris. Yeah,
we know you're here.
Yeah.
Search Gaskul.
Jay, did you get your phone fixed?
I got my phone fixed. I had to get a new phone. My phone, my TV, and my couch all died on the same day.
Wait, how'd you?
We were supposed to meet Jay, and his phone broke, and I was like, "Dang it!"
I was like, I'm not going to Kingdom without a phone. Sorry.
Wait, how did he tell you his phone broke though?
Messenger.
Oh, okay.
No, I was supposed to meet up with these guys, and it was like, okay, apparently every plan I make breaks something, so let's just cancel that.
That's right. Things happen. Our hot water heater went a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, did you fix that? You got the new one?
We had to get it replaced. Yeah, it was leaking. So the last thing I wanted to do was go away and have someone watching the house and the animals, and that thing just 50 gallons of water all over the basement floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
That would suck, yeah.
It's always this time of the year around tax time. I don't know what the government knows. And they're like, yeah, here's some money. And by the way, you need something. You're gonna have
what I experienced in Florida was I bought a new house 18 years ago. And everything breaks like 15 years in. Literally, there was one year where the oven, the fridge, the microwave, the air conditioner, it was like, wow, that, when you buy it new, it's great. Everything's new at the same time. It's also going to break around the same time.
And right after the
TV
wears out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They know it.
Yeah.
Before this, we spent 7 years in Missouri fixing up a Victorian that we owned. And after that, I said, I will never own a home again. This is too much. Done.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I like calling someone going, your stuff is broken. You need to fix it.
You come fix it.
I do that.
Hang out with Chris. Yes, definitely.
I still do that. Even though it's my house, I tell them it's theirs. But yeah, everything. The lawn. Oh my God, out here to keep a lawn.
Yeah. Well, you guys get a lot of heat, so.
And it's that St. Augustine sod.
Yeah.
Yeah. I take care of my own lawn here, but we don't get the severe heat that you guys get. And then also you get water restrictions too, right?
Oh yeah. Every once in a while they'll be like, you can't, and then you get a letter from the homeowner that says your lawn is dry, but then the letter just came last week that you can't use the water. So I'm so confused.
What would you like me to do here?
Just cement the whole thing and throw some
green. I agree.
We've got
mildew. You got to power wash the house from mildew.
Yeah.
Like, really, guys, come on.
As I got here looking at everything at homeownership entails here, I went, yeah, no to hell with that.
Oh man. Holy cow, we're almost at an hour already. That sucks. Is this where we're getting going?
We can talk with a topic.
We can just go.
We have a topic?
We're having fun. Well, I didn't want to pick any specific topic tonight because John's here.
No,
so
I mean just for 5 minutes each. Come up with something. I'll talk about it.
Okay, let me go through my list of show notes.
Jay, has Kim done Melania for you yet?
No, and I'm dying to hear it.
Okay, Kim, you have to do it for Jay at some point.
Kim, why are you holding out? I don't know. If
she does a very good Melania Trump. She does.
I heard a really good impression of her this morning. Carlos Alzaraki did it, and I was dying. I was no disrespect. It was just someone doing an impression of someone, and it was pretty. I was about to spit my coffee out my nose.
I asked him to call me and leave messages as Melania.
Right.
Kim,
hello, John. It's Melania.
Kim, I need an outgoing voicemail when you get down here for my phone.
Kim says only you get that, John.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take that.
I'll do some impersonations for you, Jay.
Okay. I was with Mark Silverman once, and I almost handed him my phone. I was like, "Can you do Rod Serling as my outro?" And I regret not asking him.
Right.
Oh wait, you didn't ask? He would do it for you. He would.
Would he? I did. I was just like, I didn't want to ask him, but I was like, man, I regret.
He loves that. He would do it.
I'm gonna have to stalk him now.
Wasn't he just somewhere? Was it with the John? A couple weeks ago, you guys had Tom Corliss on the Disney Underground.
Yeah, and he's not there. Mark Silverman comes in May for that event. Yeah. May 4th and 5th for Stage89.com.
Stage 89, that's the name of it. Right?
I'm going to that.
Yeah, I'll see you, Jay. Good. Okay, all right, good. That looks pretty good.
There's a lot of people going to that. Yeah.
Ask Mark there during the event, and he'll.
Cool. I think I will be like, will you please do this for me?
Right. Yeah, I remember he was going to be at that. Cool. What what else? I mean, other than wrapping up here and saying thanks to John for popping on with us tonight. It's been a while. We miss you.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad. It's nice to say I'm going to miss you, but I'll see you in a week or two. Right?
You see us in a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're not at the Poly. It's very weird you not being at the Poly.
Right?
Yeah. Well, we switched it up because we did enjoy our stay a couple years ago at Bay Lake, and you just feel like I don't know, the nostalgia there with the Contemporary. We spent a lot of time at the Contemporary going back and forth between the two resorts, but with the Poly, it's so high on the point chart. In order to balance out our points, we have to stay Bay Lake Tower or somebody else at a lesser value every so often, so we don't, you keep borrowing and then you have no points.
And as much as I don't like the big Poly Tower, I do want to see it when it's done and see what they do. I'm holding out some hope.
I'm excited for it.
Let me ask you, John, real quick, because I was on the ferry last week. I was looking at it, trying to compare it to Bay Lake Tower, thinking, okay, well, I think it's going to fit in the way Bay Lake Tower does. Just I think it will off, but you won't really notice.
When the Grand Floridian was being built, the people at the Poly called it the mistake by the lake. They hated it. And now look at how we love the Grand Floridian.
Right. It's a beautiful resort.
I do see some of the adornments going on the building at the Poly that make me feel a little better. I'll see when they're coloring it and they put some plants up. If there's good restaurants inside, I'll be happy.
Pools. I think we're going to see some open air areas in that, and I think it's going to be reminiscent of Alani. So
that would be nice.
Yeah, I that's the feel I'm getting from it, and I hope so. But I'm really excited for it because it's in the same contract as the Poly. So if you own it,
I want to see what they do with the monorail, and I think we're going to have to go to a time where they only load certain cabins at certain resorts so that nobody's completely left out. When a Christmas party happens, when you get to the Grand Floridian, how are those people getting on the monorail to get to the Magic Kingdom?
So have a car for each resort.
Well, like maybe this half of the car doesn't get loaded up until we get to the Grand Floridian or something like that.
Yeah.
Or add another monorail on the line. I don't know. Especially if they build another Bay Lake Tower on where the other garden wing is, which I do think will happen.
Yeah,
because they have the same amount of land that they had for Bay Lake Towers over there. Those garden wing buildings look like they're ready to come down and become.
Yeah,
is that land usable though? Because they've wanted to put a resort over there for a long time.
Well, no, we're not talking about that land where there is the thing. We're talking about right now. If you're at the Contemporary and you leave the Contemporary on the monorail, you look out and you see the garden wing.
Right.
It's a small, so there's already a resort there. Once that comes down, they can put up another Bay Lake Tower just like on the other side. What you're talking about is a little bit further down. Yeah, they can't put it there because of sinkholes and stuff. But Twilight Zone Tower of Terror stopped being built because it was a sinkhole?
Yeah.
You do know that? I was shocked. Yeah. I hope they keep
that's why I have the killer angle of it. That's why you come in it. It's not
I hope they keep checking it, make sure it's not sinking.
I will literally die if that. I will jump in with the ride if it goes. All the way down to the center of the earth.
That ride's overrated. Just
hold on. I gotta remove Dave. Hold on.
I don't know. I wrote it one time.
Hi, Dave. Thanks for playing.
It was just one time. We got to try to do it again coming up in a week. We want to say thanks to John Saccheri, Big Fat Panda.
Thank you guys. I had a very good time here. Thank you.
We had a great time. It's like old times. I mean, John was on with us for a while throughout COVID, right? With me and Stan, and so I miss seeing him because I used to see him every week.
I know. I came in after you. I didn't get to do shows with you every week, so I'm like,
I know.
Come back more. I have a feeling
we should film a little bit, Dave, when you're down here, and we could put it on the show when you get back. I'll use the nice new camera.
It'd be awesome. I want everybody to check out the Disney Underground as well, which is every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's a great crew. John's included with that cast over there, and they're every Tuesday 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, definitely. If you like live shows that talk about Disney and have fun, the Disney Underground is.
And the way you do, we try to incorporate the chat room. We don't leave them there. and not acknowledge.
No.
So it's nice to be interactive. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, you guys get a lot of viewers, and I see that you're pulling in the comments, which is nice, because sometimes, you see a live show and you go on and like your comment never comes up,
And we did one. What was the one yesterday about what IPs were underrepresented in the park? There was some good suggestions, and Jungle Book was one of them, Mike.
Right.
Was it you that just said Jungle Book before?
Yes.
Yeah. And somebody even said Animal Kingdom, The Emperor's New Groove. Why is there not a freaking llama coaster with, why did you pull that lever with Ismar? It would be fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Big Hero 6 too.
Hollywood Studios, which needs.
They have to do something with Big Hero 6.
Oh yeah, Hollywood Studios Big Hero 6 would be perfect.
It would be awesome.
Build us a San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. They got bow
You
buns.
can fly around the balloons and stuff. Like, I mean.
Yeah, bow buns for Baymax would be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That over there. They look delicious. That's not fair.
They have a blueprint they did for DCA they never used, where it was a Spider-Man ride where the car was on a long pole and you would swing through New York.
Really?
Reuse that for Big Hero 6.
Exactly.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be perfect for that. Same
I'm in for that.
To San Francisco.
Right.
I'd love it.
All right. We got to talk to Josh and Bob. That's what we got to do. Maybe next week when I'm there, I'll stop by and see them.
Josh
and
Bob.
Josh and Bob, we say all the time they listen to us. They're not taking our advice yet, but they do drop in from time
They're
to
taking
time.
notes. They're taking notes.
I do believe Bob realizes when he said the culture wars, we have to get out of that. I was like, oh, he heard someone stop it. Yes. Just make good entertainment. We'll figure it out, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you know that many of my female friends are sick of this whole girl empowerment? Like, yes, some of the movies, they want the girl empowerment, just not every single one. Some of my friends are like, please let a prince save a princess again. Just once.
Right.
It's okay, right?
I'm
Becky,
one of those girls.
See? Just once. I'm not
There's
saying
nothing
all
wrong
the
with
time.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
But now also all our heroines are adorkable. There's that whole thing of they all have this similar personality type. They don't need the man. They just collect one on the way. There's no real villain.
Let's get back to a couple that needs each other. It's okay. Just once. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like Flynn Rider and Rapunzel.
Yeah, that was and she was strong, but she
Yeah, she
still
was
wanted
strong.
him and needed him. Yeah.
And that was also a very healthy relationship. It wasn't like I love you, Beast, it's my favorite.
It
But
was
when you
cute.
lock somebody up, when you Patty Hearst somebody long enough,
By the way, there's so much psychological stuff going on with Tangled. I read an article the other day that the mother always says "I love you" while she's touching her hair. She never touches another part of her body, and I was like, oh, there's like a lot of stuff going on there where there's a lot of psychological stuff in there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
there's a lot to
Let's
chew on.
dive into that. Yeah. Let's make an episode about that.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Again, we are now that's Disney's Disney Night Live, 8 p.m. Wednesdays Eastern. That's our new night. We've been doing this for about a month now. Got away from
How was it? Is Wednesdays? I think Wednesday's better than Saturday.
For us, we're still trying to draw people in, but
it takes time for them to notice. But my show too. When it looks like I have a lot of people, if we take a night off, which we do sometimes, and then come back, it's ghost town usually when we come back, and it takes time to build it up again. But I think the Saturday, it was just so hard to get. People want to do something Saturday, go see a movie, stay at home. That it was harder. So I think Wednesday, if you can keep going with it. Persistently,
keep sticking it out. Yeah, it gives us time, like Kim and I as a couple, to like watch it. We watched the movie this past Saturday. We watched Godfather 1 and 2 this past weekend, and it was like,
good one.
Yeah. So, but we never really had a chance to do that when we were doing the show. So everybody, gets a chance.
That whole James Caan scene is still fantastic.
Oh, it's awesome.
Apparently, some of those punches were real. I don't know which true. But.
Yeah.
Did you don't know that really quick? I'm sorry. No. I went into Godfather. The guy on the set that James Caan beats up in the street. Jay, do you know
Carlo.
Yeah, or Becky or Mike. The guy was hitting women on the set, and the women were going to the producer And when James Caan found out, he says, "Good, I'll take care of it." And apparently James Caan gave him a really big beating during that scene. There's a couple of times where you could see that he's not landing the hit, and that was purposely done, but there are times where it's landing. And the guy said when he was done, he promised he's not abusing any more women.
Look at Jimmy's face when he's really hitting, because he's enjoying it.
I think he is. There's a whole thing about that, yeah.
You see how broad his shoulders are in the scene where he just has on the t-shirt with the suspenders? His shoulders,
is he?
Huge, broad shoulders. Yeah, he was probably
really
tough as nails. Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know what you'd love? There's a series about the making of The Godfather that is incredible, and I forgot the name of it.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
It's on HBO. It's amazing. You wouldn't believe what they had to go through.
Yeah,
and Frank Sinatra. Oh.
Coppola had death threats on his life for making it and stuff. So
they didn't want them to go to Sicily. The whole Sicily thing with Apollonia, they didn't want them to go. They fought for it and got there. It cost $2 million to do that.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday.
Behind the scenes of that movie is insane and fascinating. It just
the horse.
Let's go off the rails one night on Godfather on here.
Let's do it. The horse, they used a fake horse,
and
they said no, we can't do this. The next day, the butcher says, "I got what you need." They had a real horse head.
Oh, for the scene in the bed?
Nobody knows where it came from or how. It was a real horse head. They tried it with fake first. Didn't go.
No, can't fake that.
Someone needs to make a docu-series like Feud, but just about the making of that.
It is. That's what it is. It's like 10 episodes. I'll send it to you and Jay after the show. And Mike, if you're interested, it's great. I think it's HBO.
For sure.
Hold on. Just let me find out what the name of it is before we go, because somebody in the chat room is going to... If the chat knows... Please tell me.
Come on, chat. Tell us.
I started looking up.
Someone is screaming. Someone has their earphones in right now, listening to the podcast, going, "I know the answer."
It's called The Offer.
The Offer. Okay.
The Offer. It's fantastic.
I have to catch this. Yeah.
And it's all documented as real.
HBO.
Yeah.
They talk about the horse in there too, right?
Oh, yeah. It's not that it's a documentary. It's a reenactment with actors of what happened. And the guy that plays Robert De Niro, the guy that plays Marlon Brando, you're like, I can't believe they found these people to act like them. Wow. The whole thing with the cat was not supposed to be there with Marlon Brando.
On his oh, no?
No, Marlon Brando found the cat and said, I'm going to keep him. And the audio guy's like, but he's purring so loud, it's going to throw us off. Marlon said, I'm sure you'll figure it out. And they did, and it turned out to be a really good thing.
I heard he just showed up, didn't do any rehearsing or anything. He just shows up to set and just did the role.
And he did it for scale. And when you find out why, I'm not going to give it away to you. Marlon Brando usually would get paid 4 times as much as he would. He said yes to The Godfather because he wanted to be mad at somebody and say, do this to them. So he went and did it. So watch. You got to watch it. The Offer. Yeah.
All right.
Check that out. It's funny you said it because it's the audio guy here. Okay, fine. And when you're in the ADR booth recording this scene, I don't want to hear you complain.
Exactly.
I want to wish everybody a good rest of their night.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Here comes our outro, and we'll see you next Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Bye.
Have a good week.
Bye.